In today's lesson, we're going to put together everything that we have learned this week. So far we have three equations. We have speed equals distance over time, distance equals speed times time, and time equals distance over speed. Those are our three equations. We met this one on Tuesday, this one on Wednesday, and this one yesterday. And we also have this handy triangle. Now, I've shown you this already, but I'm going to show you it again. If we're trying to find speed, we cover up speed and we get distance over time. If we're trying to get distance, we cover up distance, we get speed times time. So these remind us of the formulae. And if we're trying to get time, we do that one and we end up with distance over speed. So the triangle is a great way to remember these three formulae. It's a quick way just to get yourself looking at that formula and knowing which one to use, how to write it out. So as I go through, I'm going to be drawing this each time and then writing my formula using that. And today's going to be a wee bit different. We're not going to do an example in a your turn. I'm going to give you 4 examples. I'm going to do that in this video and one other video. I'm going to give you 4 examples that you can then follow and use to help you. The key thing for today is picking which of these formulae to use for which questions. So let's have a look at example 1. So here, I'm going to draw my triangle. I haven't looked at the question yet, but I'm just going to draw that triangle. I know it's a speed, distance, time question, so I'm going to draw the triangle. So I've got speed, distance, time. Now I'm looking, I've got miles, well that's a distance. I've got 4 hours, which is a time. So I've got these two, and how fast, well that's a speed. So I cover up the speed one, and I can see it's distance over time. So I've got speed equals distance over time. Looking at that, like we did before, we put our numbers in. So 20 is our distance, 4 is our time, and 20 divided by 4 gives us 5. Please, please, please look for units. Okay, that's the one thing I saw in lots of answers I was seeing yesterday, missing units. So here we're working in miles and hours. So our speed unit is going to be miles per hour, and that gives us our answer. So using what we know, but just putting it together, deciding which equation we're going to use. Here's number 2. It's friendly cycling. And we've got some speed, distance, and time information. So I'm going to draw my speed, distance, time triangle. Always how I'm going to start. How does he do it? He goes 20 miles an hour. So that's a speed. For 6 hours, that's a time. How far? Well, that's a distance question. So we have distance equals, and if we cover up the distance, we've got speed times time. They're both at the bottom. So we can pick that out. So we've got our equation. Now we're looking at our information. We've got 20 miles per hour. And we've got 6 hours. 6 times 20 is 120. Now, what are we measuring this in? Well, that is a distance in our answer, and our distance unit, 20 miles per hour. So it's 120 miles for our answer. Okay, so we've got our first 2 examples there. Hopefully you can see the basic idea that we're following. Each time we're drawing our triangle, we're picking one of which formula we're going to use. We can find it by covering up the bit that we're interested in. So here we're covering up our distance, looking at speed times time. And that gave us where to start, which formula to start with, put our numbers in, and just make sure you put those units as well. Now, I'm going to stop this video. There'll be a second video showing you 2 slightly harder examples where you've got to do a bit more interpretation as you work. Okay?